So we are in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So how far we have come? Yes. So last time I think we have finished 35 or 36? 36.
37.
37th we had taken up, correct?
Yes,
36
Baba.
we'll take, I think. 36 we have finished, correct? Yeah, I think 36 we have finished. Okay, we'll just go through little background that where exactly we are. So from 35th verse onwards, Lord is trying to give us what is the benefits of Jnana Karma, Sannyasa Yoga. So in the 35th verse, if you look at it, what he said, let me try to share my screen with you. यज्ञत्वा न पुनर्मोहम एवं यास्यसि पांडवः येन भूतान्य अशेषेण रक्षसात् अन्यथो मयि. Jnana karma yoga, then what will be? Yat gyatva. That means once you know this, what will happen? Na punar moha evam yasyasi. You will not. Yasyasi means you shall not get. No yasyasi. You will not get punar and again moha. So what is the moha? Is the delusion. Why he's talking about the delusion? Because he had told in the 2nd chapter that Arjuna is in moha because he cannot decide what is correct, what is incorrect. That is the moha. Because we are go by our likes and dislikes, so that blurs our vision. So that's why, because he liked his grandfather, he liked his master, so that's why he is not willing to fight. When he was thinking of Karna and Duryodhana, he wanted to fight all the way. Because 14 years he was just waiting to fight, itching to fight. And then when he sees this, he doesn't want to fight. So this is called moha. This comes out of our internal conflicts of raga and dvesha. When it moves us, so this is coming. So what he's saying, that once you are established in this jnana karma yoga, then what will happen? You will know what is the true nature of yourself, the Lord, and the world around. So that's why again you are not going to be deluded by your likes and dislikes, your antakarana. Then he said, yena. So the first thing it ensures is called mohanasaha. That conflicts in life will end. There is no more conflicts. Clarity will come in our thinking, so followed by our words and action. So this is one, the benefit of mohanas. Then he said, yena bhutanya aseshana. So yena means once you know this one, what will happen by this? Bhutanya aseshana. All that yogis, that means whoever are following this, what will happen? Rakshasham. They will see what? Atmanya. They will see their true self. That means they will be able to differentiate between this body, mind, intellect and their true self. And also in that true self he is saying, yatha mai. In other words, in me. Not only they will see their own self, they will also see that self in me. Yatha mai. So here he is talking about so all this, Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikyam. Because he's saying that not only you will see yourself, and you will also see yourself in me. So that means Paramatma, Jivatma, Aikyam. So all this Upanishadic saying, like Prajnanam Brahman, Ayamatma Brahma, Tattvam Asi, Aham Brahmasmi, all these sayings, whatever the Upanishadic teaching, that not only you will now know it, you will be able to perceive it. You will be able to shift your identity from body, mind, intellect to your true self. So that means, so this is the second benefit. The first benefit was Mohanasa, and the second benefit was Atma, Paramatma, Aikyam, that you will be able to perceive. That you are not different from the Lord, and this world is also not different from you. Because it's the same thing that Mohanasa is, then when you are seeing, now you are not seeing the snake in rope. You will be seeing rope as rope. Once you see the rope as rope, your identification, your perceived threats of this world, that is that snake, is disappeared now forever. So two things actually is one, the same thing. So the moment Mohanasa is there, you are established in your true self. That's what Lord is saying here. But for our understanding, two benefits Lord has talked about here. One is Mohanasa, and another is Atma, Paramatma, Aikyam. Then let's see about the verse 36, which we have also finished that one. Let's see. He's saying, Api chetasi papebhya sarvebhya papakrutam sarvam jnana plava naiva brunjinam santarisyasi. He's saying that this will destroy all the papakar. That means all the negative results of the actions, not the actions, but the result of the actions, which are called papam and punyam. The punyam is the favorable result. That means when you have done good job, good work, good action, and it has resulted in good karma phala, not only that you will get, and whatever the bad actions you might have done, that's papam. That means it brings in the unfavorable results. That also, what will happen? This will destroy it. So is it is saying that you indulge in any criminal activities that is going to be burned? That means you will be not held responsible. What exactly Lord is talking here? Sarvebhya papebhya papakrutam. It will go. So what do you think? What Lord is trying to say here?
Baba, Lord is talking about the sins which are committed in the past. So those will wash away. And when we are established in our self-knowledge, Atma-jnana.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is one is that whatever the papa karmas we have done in the past, that will go away. And in this present life, whatever you do, we will see in the next verse when we are going to take it up, then we'll see. Okay. So this is what will happen. So what will happen? Sarvebhya, all the papa, whatever of papas all you have done it, papebhya, papakrutam, and whatever the sinful actions you have done, everything will be cleaned up. And he's saying how sarvam jnana plavayeneva brunjinam santarisyasi. So Brinjinam means all this scene. Sankrishyasi means you will cross over. Cross over, but what? Gnana plabena. Plabena means boat. Boat of Jnanam. What you will be able to cross? That is the ocean of papam. That whatever is there, this samsara, ocean of samsara, you will be able to cross over in the boat of Jnanam. Because once you get the Jnanam, what is happening? All your papa karmas are cleaned up. So that's why you will be able to cross over this samsara without any more difficulties. This is the 36th verse we have seen. So what is the benefit he has talked? From 35th one onwards, he is talking about the benefits. One is mohanasaha, then atma paramatma aikyam, that you will be able to enjoy it or you will be able to perceive it. And then he's saying, all your papam also papanasaha. So all this, the bad results of those previous karmas, that is also will be cleaned up. So now let's go to the verse 37. Athai dhamsi samudhogni भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि भस्मस्यात् कुरुते यथा. So here, Lord, previous this 36th verse we had seen, he said all the papa karmas are burnt or cleaned up. Now here he is saying sarva karma. Sarva karmani bhasmasyat. Second line, you look at it. Sarva karmani bhasmasyat. Kurute yatha. He's saying all the actions are bhasmasat, are burned in what? In jnanagni, in the fire of knowledge. And how it is done? Atei dhamsi. Atei dhamsi means yatha. Yatha means ad. Idhansi is called firewood. Samhita. That means whatever the woods you polluted, which is into the Agni, Yajna Kundam, that is. Then Samhita Agni. Samhita Agni means Agni, the fire of knowledge which is burning in that Yajna Kunda. Then Samhidham. Samhidham means it is blazing forth. It's not that small fire. If a small fire is there, you put something, even if sometimes you put ghee also, it may also put out the fire. But it is blazing for that fire. That means whatever you put inside, it will be burned. Now we have seen even the buildings, with concrete buildings getting burned. We have seen in Dubai. So that means if it is blazing for. So if the fire of knowledge is blazing forth, that means you are establishing your true self without any doubt. You have accepted that this is not my, this I am not this body, mind, intellect, and you have already got the jnanam that who you really are. The moment you realize that, what will happen? All your karmas will be burnt by this fire of knowledge. How? Like firewood, when you put it into the blazing fire, like that, it will be all burnt. Now let's look at it here. What Lord is saying here. So when he's saying all the karmas will be burnt, so not he's talking about the karma phalam. Let's be clear about it. He's talking about, Lord is talking about karma phalam. That means all the karma phalas will be burnt. We have seen how many types of karma phalas are there? Anybody? Yes.
Sanchit, Agami,
And
Prarabdha.
yes.
Yeah.
Sanchita karma, then prarabdha karma and agami karma. So what happens when you get self-realization? all the sanchita karmas will be burnt. Okay? As far as agami karma is there, agami karma is this karmas which you carry on this life. Because now he has stopped identifying himself with the body, mind, and intellect. So whatever actions he is doing, even if whatever he is doing, he doesn't even feel that he is doing, because it is body, mind, and intellect is doing. He is not doing, because there is a dissociation. There is a total dissociation with the body, mind, intellect. So whatever the agami karmas are being performed, karmas are being performed in this life, what will happen? The result doesn't accrue to him. That means it's avoided. There is no agami karma. So sanchita karma is burnt. Agami karma doesn't accrue or is avoided. Then what happened in the prarabdha karma? We find when we look at the scriptures, they said as long as prarabdha karma is there, this self-realized person lives in this world. The moment it is finished, he gives up his or her body. That is from our perspective. We see that because of prarabdha, because there will be also certain amount of enjoyment, certain amount of suffering. So we see either they enjoy or suffer, but that will continue because prarabdha continues till the realized person gives up his or her body, physical body identification. But from the perspective of the realized person, because he is not identifying himself with the body, mind, intellect, so prarabdha karma, even if it is fructifying, he is insulated. Are you getting it? Like Ramana Mercy. Because his prarabdha is there, he will have cancer. So he had cancer. But because for us, we see that he is having cancer because it is his prarabdha in there. So once the prarabdha is over, he will give up his body. But from their perspective, from the perspective of the realized person, what has happened to him? Though we see that prarabdha is suffering, because of his dissociation with the body, mind, intellect, he doesn't feel that he is suffering. Are you getting it? So that means it's insulated. Like, when you were touching the electricity, you put a globe so that it doesn't give you a shock. So similarly, he has put the cloak of knowledge, the globe of knowledge. So when he is interacting with this world, whatever this prarabdha is fructifying, so he is insulated. He doesn't feel he is suffering or he is having any enjoyment. Like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, he had also cancer. But then they do not suffer because the identification with the body, mind, intellect is not there. There's a beautiful story is there. I think it is not Ramakrishna Paramahansa, but another of his good disciple. So he was having some issues on his throat or somewhere. So the doctor came to have to operate. So he said, we'll give you local anesthesia. He said, no need. And he's almost, he concentrated, he get into the meditative mood, and the doctor operated without any anesthesia. So this went. The next day, the doctor came to clean it, the wound, and then put the plaster back, all dressings back. So at that time, this Swamiji was talking to his disciples. So the moment the doctor touched it, so he said, oh, that means he got a shock. He said, what happened? Yesterday I came, I operated, you could take it fully, and now wound I am touching and you are shouting. So he said, because yesterday I took my mind off from my body, so you could do anything, so I didn't feel it. But now I have my body, mind, I'm using it now. So when you are touching it, it's painful. So that means the pain and pleasure As far as prarabdha is concerned, is coming, but it's coming to the body, mind, intellect, self is coming. But because the realized person has disidentified himself, so he is insulated against it. So what has happened? Sanchita karma is gone. Prarabdha, he is insulated against it, and agami karma doesn't accrue. So that's why he's saying all the karmas are now wiped clean. But so here, one or two things let's understand. In 36th verse, he said all these papams are wiped or is burnt. And here he is saying all karmas are burnt. So what is the difference here?
Here,
What is the,
punya, papa, both are gone.
both are burnt. Here he is talking about even punya is also burnt. Why punya should be burnt? I have done so many good things to earn punya, and Lord is saying that is also burnt. Is it
Birth
good or
has to be
bad?
taken.
Huh?
Birth will has to be taken again for the good karma as well.
Yes, because good karmas also ensure, because you will again come back to this world to enjoy that. So it's better that it doesn't, because what guarantees there in that life again you will not commit some again mistakes. So again it may lengthen the life again. So that's why you do not want good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. Let it be. The slate is wiped clean. So this is one. Another is like this Jnanagni is cleaning up all the karmas. There also are different means of cleansing it. We have some Prayaschitta karma is there. You have Ganga Snana is there, it also cleans it. But whatever cleaning they can do it. But what happens? The Ajnana part of it, that ignorance part of it, it cannot be cleaned. First thing. There is a beautiful example Ramakrishna Paramahansa had given some of the disciples when they asked, if I'm taking a Ganga Snana, and which is very auspicious, and it should be wiped clean, all my karmas, all my negative traits should be cleaned. He said, yes, Ganga Ma cleans it. But then you are like an elephant. You take a bath, then you come back, then again you lie down on this sand. Are you getting it? So we go to the Ganga, take a bath, Ganga cleans it because he's the mother. So mother will cleanse it. But then you are so naughty, when you come out, again you lie down on the ground. So this is one example he gave. Another example he gave. Then when you go to the Ganga, all these bhuta means he's saying all these negative tendencies, they are like, spirit. All this negative spirit come out of your body and they wait on the tree on the banks of the river. So you take bath, Ganga Ma cleans it because her role is to clean. So she cleans it. But the moment you come out, again these spirits, the bad spirits again get into you because you are identifying yourself the body, mind, intellect. So this is the beautiful thing he said. That means there are other means of cleansing. That prashita karma or a Ganga Snana or whatever rituals are there to do that cleansing process. But all of them fall short of the Jnanam. Jnanam of Atma Jnanam. So this is another important thing we have to understand. So what else I wanted to tell you here? Karma, papa, punya, karma. Okay, that is the That's it also. Another thing also that is mentioned in one of the Bhashyam by one of the saints, he said, when Lord is talking about Sarva Dharma Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Braja. So you should, then when he's talking about Dharma, he's talking about his karma. Sarva Dharma Parityaga. That means not Dharma that time is means the karma part of it. So whatever karmas you are doing, whether papas or punyam, in the 18th chapter, Sarva Dharma Parityaga Mamekam Saranam Braja. Whatever the actions you are doing, whatever dharmas you are doing, you give up. So this is the same purport is being reflected in the 18th chapter. So this is same. That means you give up all the good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. Give up and take, refuge in me. That means get that knowledge of Atmajnanam, then you will see not only yourself, you will also see yourself in me. That's what we saw in the verse 35. So this is what is a liberative knowledge. So it liberates us from what? From our all the karmas, whether it's papam or punyam. So this is the beautiful verse in this one. So 37. Let's go to the 38th verse. Let me share my screen with you. Now, 38th verse, again, Lord is talking about the efficacy of knowledge as a cleanser. He's saying, Nahi jnanena sadrusam pavitram hi vidyate tatsvayam yoga sansiddha kalenatmani bindati. In this world, there is nothing as purifying as divine knowledge. One who has attained purity of mind through prolonged practice of yoga receives such knowledge within the heart in due course of time. So what he's saying, what we talked earlier, that there are also other means of cleansing our karmas, but they fall short of the cleansing which is done by the self-knowledge, Atma-jnana. He's saying, Nahi jnanena sadrusam. Like this jnanam of Atma-jnanam, like this, there are no other thing is available which can purify you. Pavitram iha vidyate. They will not be able to do this in as the Atma-jnanam can cleanse you. Then Tat Swayam Yoga Sancheda. So who will be able to get it? Then he is now saying that who will be able to have this Atma-jnana? So he's saying Tat Swayam Yoga Sansiddha. So that fellow, that Swayam, that self, or that person, who will get it? Yoga Sansiddha. Because he is talking about Atma Jnanam. So which yoga he is to be talking about? He will be talking about Karma Yoga or yoga proper, Ashtanga Yoga also we can say it, or Bhakti Yoga, whatever yoga we can think of, except the Jnana Yoga. Because that is what he will get. Who will get? Tatswayam, that person will get who is Yoga Sansiddha, who is firmly established in whatever yoga he was doing, that is Karma Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga or Bhakti Yoga, whatever he was doing. And when you will get Kalena, Kalena means in time. Lord is not promising that you do it immediately, you will get it. Yes, when you get the self-realization, automatically the benefits come immediately. But that Atma-jnanam takes lot of time to come. That's why Lord is saying, Kalena. In time you will get it. So don't get perturbed that it is not coming. It's delayed. Somebody else has got it. I am not able to get it. What else you want me to do? So sometimes we feel the seeker sometimes feel, frustrated or let down that I'm not getting it. He's saying, don't worry, wait. In time, it will come. Tatswayam yoga sansidha kalena atmani bindati. Kalena, in time, where you will get it? Atmani. Atmani means here he is talking about the mind. Who will get pure? The mind gets pure. Because Atma itself doesn't get pure. Because Atma itself is pure. So who is going to have this purity of this knowledge? Will bring it to who? Atmani bindati. Bindati means he will find where? In Atmani. Here Atmani means in the mind. Mind gets that clarity. Mind gets cleaned of its all the likes and dislikes. Chitta Suddhi, whatever we call it. Not only he has get Chitta Suddhi, now also he is going to get Atma Suddhi. How? By the self knowledge. He will be clean. So he is now, Lord is emphasizing or giving the benefits of Atmajnana, that there is no other means of gaining knowledge except Atmajnana, because that will only ensure the highest result, what is self-realization, when you know your true self. So, let's see, no hi jnanena sadrusham. Like the Atma Jnanam, Jnanam here is Atma Jnana, self-knowledge. Pavitram, purifier, iha vidyate, here, means here and now, means in this world. There is no other purifier like Atma Jnanam in this world. And who will get it? That person, that seeker, Swayam Yoga Sansita. He is firmly established in yoga. Once he is firmly established, that means he has no any moha. All his sense organs are under control. All his motor organs are under control. Mind is purified. Mind is in a sattvic mode. So he is firmly established in yoga. Then when you will get it, nakalina, he will. Lord is saying, He will. I am promising you, I am assuring you that you are going to get it. Don't be in a hurry. If it would have been the Lord, He would have said, you will get immediately. That means we would have also taken that. I'm getting good, I will get it immediately. No, here Lord is saying, it takes time. Why it takes time? Why it takes time? Now the Jnanam has come. Then why is taking time? Yes, can you guess? Why it takes time?
Baba, I think Chit Shuddhi takes time.
Okay.
So we have to clean our mind by Karma Yoga.
Okay. Anybody else? Think.
Baba, my understanding is nothing is possible without grace. So the grace depends on, again, back to your Sanchita karmas. And so grace will descend when time is right for you.
Okay. Just try to understand here. What is happening? What the Jnanam, he said, what Jnanam is going to do? Jnanam is going to take out our karma phalas. Sanchita karma, Agami karma, and Prarabdha. But we had, when we were discussing any actions one does, action is always preceded by thought and words. That means any thought, words, and actions we engaged in, it brings in two things. Remember this. One is karma phala, because action will bring in the result. Yes, there is no doubt about it. And that is also second thing it brings in. What is that second thing it brings along with it? What it brings in? You know, all of you know. What it brings in? Think. What it does?
Chitta Shuddhi.
Chitta Shuddhi, it will clean it. But when you are engaged in an action, one is the result of action will accrue to you because you are the doer of action. But there is another thing also you also incur. Vasanas. Don't
No
forget
desire.
that.
Yeah.
Vasanas. Because it's fortified. You go whatever you like, you go for it. Whatever you hate, you avoid it. So they also come are your vasanas, your habitual tendencies. So in the next life, not only your karma phala is following you, your vasanas are also following you. So jnanam is taking out your karma phala. What happened to your vasanas? Vasanas go slow. That is the chitta suddhi. But it takes time. The jnanam immediately he cleaned it. But chitta suddhi, it takes time. These days, you have a lot of this feng shui people. What is you call it? He will say, okay, you keep your, toothpaste not on the left side, you on the right side. So you have put it on the right side. But always you were keeping previously your toothpaste on the left side. So you take it on the left hand. But now you have, because Bastu fellow has said you keep it on the right side. Now you have kept it right side. So
It's a
you have
habit, Baba, no?
corrected it. But your habit is left hand is going. Are you getting it? So the habit goes. That means the vasana also follows my habit. So that takes time. Halena. That's why it will come in halena. Because the moment the knowledge comes, the karma phalas is finished. Are you with me? But what happens? Your habitual tendencies, that takes times to come out slowly. That's why Lord said, Kalena, it will come. So this you remember, along with karma phala, what is also coming? Your vasanas. So when you like filter coffee, you go and take another. I am a victim of that. So you go and take another cup of coffee. So what happens? Whatever the bad things will happen because you are taking coffee, that is there. But what he has done, it has also strengthened your weakness for filter coffee. Are you getting it? Two things are simultaneously going.
Baba, can I bring one question here?
Yes, please.
Like in our means the modern thinking, we say follow your bliss, do what you want to like. And in Gita, we are talking about you just unfollow all these things, like and dislike.
You tell me, if we follow what we like.
No, I'm talking about means the basic, like when you are deciding for your one job or your career.
So there you try to understand, because that is also Gita is also saying that as far as your job is concerned, what is your natural tendency, you take the job as per your tendencies. Because if you are a sattvic person, get you at a lecture. If you are a rajasic person, get in an activities or become an engineer or somewhere when action oriented. So if you are like a boisterous attitude, you want to make money, so get into business. or a shop or whatever it is. Even the Lord himself is saying here. But that is not here what likes and your likes and dislikes, what our behavior. That is for what you like as an activities that you do. That is dharma, swadharma. That's why Lord is saying swadharma. Get into your swadharma, your role and your tendency, because of your tendency also you get into take that role, because Arjuna was a fighter. He is a Rajasic person. So he was the chief of the Pandava. As far as Yudhishthira is concerned, he was a more a sattvic person. So he was not fighting, he was not doing anything, even all these activities. It is mostly Arjuna and Bhima, correct? So depending upon your also natural tendencies, you take upon your profession, your actions you choose, but not your likes and dislikes you bring into your mind and then respond to it, people. Not because you like something, you dislike something. Then you are depending upon your sense organs and mind. Because sense organs which only go for things which we like and avoid things we do not like, which is creates a problem there. Then that 45, that means you are now having a world of your own of likes and dislikes. Like Oman or Dubai is a hardware is every street, every building, everything is same for everybody, correct? But the moment you are walking on the Rui, that market, what perceptions you will have, what perceptions I will have, what perceptions Ashok Baba will have, it will be different. You agree, correct? Because we like something, we may not dislike something. Even forget about knowing. If whether you have noticed, you are walking, somebody is walking in front of you. The way he or she is walking, the dress he is wearing, we may not, say it loudly, but we have our own judgment about that. Yes or no?
Yes, Baba. But
House
that is the reaction, no, Baba? Then
yes, that
like
is
my dress, you may
yeah.
not like it.
Yes.
But it's my like, but it is your dislike. So, but
So that you carry it. See, Tapasna, that is I like, you take it. But why this likes and dislikes? The shirt which you are wearing, when it was there in the shop, it was a shirt, correct?
yes, just
Anybody could have picked up, anybody, whatever it is.
sure.
The moment you picked up because I like it.
Yes.
So that means everything in this world we categorize. I like it, I dislike it.
Yeah.
But that thing itself has nothing in it to be liked or to be hated.
No.
Depending upon the person. That's why you will find in the shop there are so many kinds of shirts are there. You like certain one, I like certain one, Deepak Baba likes something, Prasad Baba likes something. Our likes and dislikes. So that means what is happening? In this hardware, we have a software. What is that software? My likes and dislikes. This laptop hardware is the same, whether you would have used or I am using it, anybody uses it. But the software is depending upon what I like, I have put it, how I want to use it. And this is our likes and dislikes.
Yes,
This is what you have to neutralize. Because when you have your likes and dislikes, just imagine you have now created a boundary around you of things I like, I dislike, I like, I dislike. So if 8 billion people in this world will carry on their own circle of samsara around, there is bound to be class. Because that was not been taken into consideration by the Lord. When He has created this world, it was neutral. Are you getting it? A animal, a plant, The way they have been created, the way they have been directed, they are going on. A tiger is also killing, but he is killing because his food is there. So how much he needs it, he kills and feeds. That's what Lord has provided for. But Lord has not provided for 8 billion people carrying their own samsara around and going. Because the moment I go with my samsara and Deepak Baba is coming with his samsara, so there is bound to be clash. Because we are going to use the same road. He likes on going on the left side. I say, no, I want to go in the middle of the road. And Prasad Baba says, I will go on the left side of the road. So which side one will walk? Tell me. So this is where the class is coming. That's what the Lord is saying. Get rid of your likes and dislikes. That's why when we go away pilgrimage, a tourist place, why we like it? Because there we have not developed our likes and dislikes. So everything is beautiful. But in our heart of the city, my city, I have likes and dislikes. Every brick in that. If I have fallen in a particular place, I hate that place. Where I got a filter coffee, that person, I like it. And this is where the problem starts. Because it is not scripted into this drama of life. Who has scripted it? The Lord has scripted it. He is the director. But now we are saying, he's saying, no, you have to wear this one. No, you said, no, I cannot. I don't like yellow dress. I want blue. But that was not provided for. Why you want blue? Because I like it. No, that was not taken into consideration when the Lord created this world. Are you getting it?
Yeah, Baba, but like my question
This is
comes
what
here.
Chitta Suddhi ensures.
So it is like preference I could have.
Preferences, because the more and more the preferences you have, the more and more, otherwise we said, no, very sophisticated person, he has very subtle likes and dislikes. That means, what has happened? You have gone deep into the samsara. That means, like a nail, you have gone and they hammer it in the wall, it has gone long inside. So to take it out, you need a lot of force to take it out. Because he has a finer taste. That means your likes and dislikes goes deeper into it. I want texture of that curry, the taste of it, the feel of it.
Understand.
Because he has a finer, sense.
Yeah, means
More
I can
and
have
more you get,
tea or coffee. I
yeah,
can
the
choose
more and
either.
more you get into it, the more and more difficult it is to extricate ourselves from our likes and dislikes. So that's why we try to neutralize it. Put the opposite. You want coffee? No, I will take tea.
Okay.
At a coffee, I will not take for 7 days. So this is how you try to neutralize it. Your likes and dislikes. Or if you want coffee, only you goes coffee. That means what happened? Not only the karma phala is adding up, your vasanas is also being gone.
Means I have to control it. I cannot get rid of it. No.
Control in the beginning, but you have to transcend it. Try to understand there. So that the likes and dislikes, if you control it, you come to my house, you like tea and I give you coffee. Because you are nice, you will control it, you will take it, but you don't like it. But when you transcend it, that means you are not bothered with the tea or a coffee. You take it that Ajay Baba is giving him, as a the thing of he loves to serve, so he has given. So you see my love in that, whatever I do, whether it is coffee or tea or lassi or whatever it is, it's immaterial. You are seeing something different. So that means you have transcended that, whether it is good or
Yes,
bad.
Lord, yes. Now I got it. Means my perception I have changed already.
You have to change it.
Yeah.
Because you see, if you keep at that level, tea and coffee level, it is very difficult to get out of it, because that is where the conflict is. So when you transcend it, what you have to do, you have to go up little. Then you see, oh, it's not tea and coffee.
Yeah.
It
Even a
is
glass
it's
of
love
water
for
also
me.
okay.
Because similarly, see, Arjuna is fighting. Arjuna wants to fight. The fight means that it will kill him. So, Krishna is not telling him where to stand, how to fight, correct? It was a fight. You could have told, no, you see, stand here, fight here, this instrument you use, this weapon you use. He's not talking about that. He's taking him up one level. Why you should fight? Because this is your role. Why? This is besides you, whether you like it or dislike it. Are you getting it? Because the moment there is a conflict, you are a part of the conflict. Tea and me, we are on the same plane. I need tea. But when I'm transcend it, you have to take yourself up.
Oh.
It is a drink. I could have taken anything. It's okay. If I take it, I get it, fine. If I don't get it, it's fine. So what you transcend it. Don't be at that level. So similarly, whenever there is a conflict, whether it's in the family or in the office or in the society, wherever it is, you cannot get a solution there because you are part of the problem. Are you,
Yeah,
you
yes,
deeply think about it. Anything is there you didn't like in the family or in the office, because you are part of the problem itself, because you didn't like it, because you were already into the conflict. So you cannot get a solution there at that level. It's impossible.
That's why if somebody is coming into in a solution,
No,
means
that is
only
in a
third person can do.
that is in a contemporary world, in a modern world, in the contemporary world, in a office. This is what we try to do. We try to solve it at that level. But in spiritualism, it's impossible. It will say it is not possible to solve it at that level because you are part of the problem itself. How can you solve it? So you have to either get out of the problem, up, or go down. Either you love God, then it is there, or like Ravana, you hate God. Also, Narada says you will also get liberation. But you cannot live at that level. Not possible. So
To change our purpose means
purpose. Look at the higher purpose. Get out of that zone. That is a mud. I have to go up or totally try to avoid. I walk, I don't bother, I'll wash it. Or try to avoid the whole road, go somewhere, take a detour, transcend it. So that is what it is. So 37 we said, 38th. No, 38th we did, correct? 38th we did. Nahi jnanena sadrisam pavitram iha vidyate tasyam yoga sansida kale natmani bindati. So this one which we saw now. Nahi jnanena sadrisam pavitram iha vidyate स्वयं योग संसिदः kale natmani bindati. So this is what we tried. So we'll take next one, 39th verse onwards. Lord is now will change the tact. Now all the benefits of this jnana karma he has finished with this verse. From 39th to 42nd verse, he's talking about a little more on the practice part of it. What you should practice, that he's going to highlight. So we'll see in the next class. Next class also he may be having a problem. Santosh Baba, are you there? Because we have initiation, I think.
Yeah, Baba.
Next week we have initiation, correct?
Next Sunday.
So we may not be. So Baba, Friday evening we have talk and Saturday initiation. Is it now Saturday evening?
No. Sunday morning initiation and Saturday evening is the talk.
Okay,
Evening.
Saturday evening. So the Saturday class we can have.
We can have, yes, we can have.
Okay, Saturday class then. Okay,
No change.
we'll try to finish this next week, and yeah, then we should finish. There's only three verses, I think, 42 to 42. But let's think it over. This is a beautiful portion we have covered today, and good discussion I think we had. So along with the karma phala, what is going with us?
Bhashana.
Vasana. Vasana. And then you have to always transcend our likes and dislikes. Don't try to find a solution there. Transcend it. Initially control it, because that will give you time to think. Otherwise, sometimes you don't get a thing which you want. Otherwise, we go mad, literally. Yes or no? We just go somewhere, run. I have to get a cup of coffee. That's there you cannot think. So that's why initially you have to control it, hold it. That is called titiksha. Hold it. Then it gives breathing time to the mind. Then you have to think, why I am fighting for a cup of coffee? This is not my goal. This my mind is playing, that's how you come out of it. You try to transcend it. So this one, anybody wants to share something? We have the new Prasant Baba is there, our old Prasant Baba. New Prasant Baba is there. Santosh Baba, Ashok Baba is there. There's Anjuma, Niyama, Ajay is there. Shipad Baba. We have two Nehama. Is it Neha Naik? I don't know.
Yes, Baba. Correct.
Oh, Neha Naik. Good. Okay, let's close your eyes. Keep your spine straight.